everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So this video will be my final part of my declutter series. I'm going to be doing my single shadows. So let's get right to it. I will link below all the previous parts of this declutter in the description box if you missed any of those. Getting right to it, I've got not a whole bunch, but more than I need and more than I use. I really don't use a lot of these. So let me start off with my favorite ones and the ones that I use the most, which are the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. And I also put these other ones near it because they're very similar, but I'll get to those in a second. So I have these three Super Shock Shadows. It's really hard to say. Super Shock Shadows from ColourPop and the Raw Beauty Christie collection. This first one is in Olympic. It's like a, I haven't even used these yet. I'm so crazy. I keep them in the packages. I have Mycelium, which is like a golden champagne. And then I have this one in Campfire, which is an orangey bronze. So I am going to keep these three because I have not used them yet. So with those being said, let's compare them to the other ones I already have and see if there are ones that are so similar I don't need to keep them. So this one is definitely my most used single shadow in this entire declutter. I use this all the time. I put it in my drawer at my desk and I really do use it a lot just as a pretty topper for any kind of metallic shadow. This one is in the shade Falling Up. This was in one of their summer collections a couple years ago, I think. I really, really love this one. It's so pretty. Again, more as like a topper shade. It doesn't have much of a base color to it, but it's super pretty, like pinky champagne. By the way, I used to have a lot more Super Shock Shadows at one point, but they do dry out. So I had gone through them, I don't know, maybe a year ago now, maybe even longer. And I had gone through and decluttered the ones that had dried out because they do dry out eventually. But this one I'm going to keep because I do use it a lot. Okay, and then I have these two. They look very similar. This one's a little more cool toned, more like a true bronze, and this one's more of like a copper shade. So this copper shade is called Fluffy. Very pretty. Very pretty. But let's see. I'm gonna swatch this other one from Raw Beauty Christie and see if it's similar, because it looks similar. These are pretty similar, you guys. I mean, the fluffy one has a little bit more of a base color to it, and the Mycelium one is more of a topper shade, but I don't need to keep both. I really don't. I don't think I do, so I am going to declutter Fluffy. Okay, and then this bronzier one is called Blaze. That one's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. I think I will keep that one for a little longer. It is beautiful. Now we've got these two. These are called the Metalist Sparkling Foiled Pigments, and these are from Touch in Soul. These are absolutely beautiful. They are quite similar to the Super Shock Shadows, but they're even more like wet and metallic, almost borderline glittery. Oh my goodness. They're really just like chrome, like liquid chrome. Wow, is that beautiful. Now, I bought these online at Sephora, I want to say about a year ago, and they were on sale because I think originally they're like $20, $22 or something. Wow, look at that. And when I bought them online, I obviously didn't see like a true representation of the colors because these are honestly so incredibly similar. This one is more of like a rose, has like a rosy undertone, and this is more of a true copper. So I don't think I need to keep both of these. I am going to declutter one of them, but also while I'm on the subject of these, I am going to swatch this Tarte Beach Bay Chrome Paint because this I also love. This is similar. It's a little more of a loose feeling pigment. See, I feel like this is going to be so similar to the second one I have. Yeah, it looks almost the same. Wow, see, these three are almost so similar. This one has a little more of an orangey undertone to it, but I don't think I need all three. I think I want to keep more of the, I forget which one I did.
20 minutes later.
Okay, So I am going to keep this one, which is a little more of, has the rose gold undertone to it. That is in the shade Golden Tangerine. I'm going to keep this one. I'm also going to keep the Tarte Chrome Paint in Beach Bay. And I'm going to declutter the one in Honey Brown. It's so similar to this one. I really don't need to keep both. Oh, my hand's going to be destroyed from all the swatching. Ugh. So while we're on the subject of the Tarte Chrome Paints, I do have a 3-pack of, it was like a holiday edition 3-pack of the smaller versions of these chrome paints. I am going to declutter all 3 of these. I find that they're very much more loosely pressed than the big one I showed you guys. They're just so incredibly messy to use. I really just find that, yeah, see, this is completely just exploded. They're beautiful and they give a really nice effect, but if something is too messy, I really just avoid using it subconsciously. I don't want to deal with the mess. So I am going to declutter all 3 of these. Okay, and then along the same lines, I have this Marc Jacobs Blitz Glitz is the shade, and it's a sequins glam glitter eyeshadow. It's very, very similar to the Tarte Chrome Paint. I have actually never used this, and once again, I bought it on sale at Sephora. It looks beautiful. Wow, look at that. Like a purple. Wow. Wow. I have to make an effort to use this. The other thing too with these types of like super glittery, metallic-y single shadows, apart from the ColourPop ones, I feel like those are very easy to use every day, just like as a simple one shadow look. These ones that are much more intense, I feel like they're more well suited for like a very dramatic eye look. And if you've been here before, you know that I teach ballroom dancing and I do go to competitions. So I do like to bring these types of shadows when I go to competition because they are very dramatic. But the only other time I would use something like this is like if I'm trying to do like a night out look. But guys, I don't go out. I don't. I really don't go out. So, I mean, how much use am I really going to get out of a lot of these? Not many. But anyway, I am going to keep this one and try to make an effort to use it because I've never used it and it is beautiful. Okay, this one, this is the Urban Decay just single shadow in the shade Midnight Cowboy. This is also probably my second most used, or even maybe it beats the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. I use this as an inner corner highlight all the time. I keep it in my desk drawer, so whenever I'm using a palette and it doesn't have an inner corner highlight shade, I always reach for this. It's just so easy to reach for, and it's the perfect, just like champagne, neutral, inner corner highlight color. I absolutely love this. I'm definitely gonna keep this. Then I have it has a sticker on it so you can't see, but it's from Essence, the like liquid chrome eyeshadows. These are pretty. I really like this. It was very affordable. My only thing is, I think it swatches on the finger better than it actually shows up on the eye. It's pretty, but I feel like even on my hand, it shows up better than it does on my eye. It doesn't feel like a super wet formula. It's more of a dry formula, and it's nice. I did put it in my spring drawer, and I didn't get a whole lot of use out of it. So I feel like I am just going to declutter it just because I don't use it a lot and someone else could use this and enjoy it. Okay, and then I have the Catrice Precious Pigments Loose Eyeshadow. So first of all, it's a loose eyeshadow and it doesn't have one of those protective caps that all the Tarte ones had and like the Marc Jacobs one had. So it is very scary to use this. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. It's like at any moment it could be just all over my desk. So I think I am going to declutter this one. I really don't use it. This is in the shade Moon Dust. Even though it's pretty, I don't really use it. Okay, and then I have these gorgeous, gorgeous single shadows from JCat Beauty. And if you have never seen these or used these, they're very, very cool. They're the Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousses, and they're exactly what they sound like. They're a very, very moussey texture, and they're definitely not a glittery finish. They're more of a true metallic finish. There's no like chunks of glitter or anything. So they're very moussey. I will say if you have oily eyelids, these are probably not going to be the best thing for you because they don't really dry down very quickly. They probably have some lag time for creasing, but they are really, really beautiful. Just beautiful. This color, I really don't see myself using. Like, I just don't. So I think I will declutter that one. That shade was Gray Later. Gray Later. Okay. This is a pretty one, this like yellowy color. I have worn this a few times. This is in the shade Crescent Moon Shock. Okay, getting fancy with the names. This one is a little more on the patchy side. Again, on my hand, it doesn't look so bad, but on the eyes, it is a little patchy. So I think I will declutter that one. But these two shades are definitely ones that I can see myself using more because they're my typical bronzy, coppery, you know, the usuals that I use. So this one is definitely more of like an orange copper. Chrome Galaxy is the shade. This one is pressed for some reason a little bit lower. So with my long nails, it's very hard for me to get in there. Actually, this one feels a bit dried out. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of hard to get in terms of like, I had to really dig in there. But I'll keep it a little longer till it completely dries out. And then the last one is probably my favorite one, this more like pewter, cool toned type of color, Chrome Crusher. Look at that, that's really pretty. Wow. Yeah. I find also these are really great for like bases. If you want to put like a glittery topper shade on top of this, it really obviously gives the shadow something to adhere to, which is really nice. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have glitter all over me. Now we've got my stick shadows. So all of these are from e.l.f. These are their No Budge shadow sticks. I really like these, again, for more of like a one and done situation. If you're trying to like just get out of the house and have your makeup be done quickly, these are really good. So these two are from the Mint Melt collection. This mint color is Mint For You. It's just a matte mint green. I like this one for more of like either in my waterline as a eyeliner. These are really nice for. I also like to pop this one in my inner corner. So I will keep this mint one. Then I have the shade Melt With Me, which is like a darker bronzy color with slight shimmer to it. I like this one a lot. Then I have the shade Metallic Mocha, very similar to the Mint Melt one. It just has a slightly more like purpley undertone. So I don't think I need to keep this one if I've got the other one. They're basically the same thing. Then I have Bronze Metal, so a little more of a bronze color, but pretty similar to the Mint Melt one. And I have the shade Champagne Crystal. Yeah, this one has not much of a base color to it. It's more just a shimmery color. So I'll keep these four around for a little longer. Okay, and then I've got my liquid shadows. So once again, I used to have a lot more of these, a lot more, but they dry out. They really do. And so I had to declutter a whole bunch of them. These are the only ones I have left. So let's go through them. So this green one is a very unique color. It's from Pixie. It's the shade Pixie Green. Okay, that makes sense. It's pretty. I have had this one for quite a long time, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's really pretty. This mint green sparkle. I don't really think I need this. I haven't really used it a whole lot. And I have a mint green shadow stick, and I also have a mint green metallic shadow in one of my e.l.f. 4-pan palettes. So if I want to use something green, I'll just use one of those. So I will declutter this one. This one is from Wet n Wild. These are great. These are really, really good liquid eyeshadows. I think they're just as good as the Stila ones. This is in the shade Cashmere Love. It's this cool toned, chromy bronze shade. Very pretty. Yeah, see, that's much more full coverage than the Pixie one, which I like. So I will keep this one. Then I have one from Ciate London. I got this in a BoxyCharm a while ago. This is the Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow. This is in the shade, I don't know because there's no shade name, but it's like this pinky color. This one, again, is not super full coverage. I remember it having just more of like a glittery type of topper look. This is pretty, but it's very old and it's pretty crusty on the outside. And also, I have extremely sensitive eyes, and I find that this cream shadow really makes my eyelids sting. So I think I'm just gonna toss this one. It's very old, so I don't really want to pass it on to someone else. And I still have, I've had this for years and years, you guys. It's probably time to get rid of it. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Smoky Storm. Yeah, that looks pretty dried out. It is pretty, but it's definitely more glittery than the other ones. I think I'll pass that one on to someone else. I don't need this many. I don't use them very often. And then I have two from e.l.f. These are also really great dupes for the Stila. So this one is in the shade Dirty Martini, which is like perfect, right? It's definitely like a green olivey color. I really like that. Very pretty, very unique color. I think I will keep that one. And these aren't that old. And this one is in the shade Copper Pop. So exactly what it sounds like, more of a copper color. Very pretty. Yeah, these are great. They're really great. Now, I will say they're less glittery than the Stila. Like, they're more metallic. The Stila is much more of like an actual glitter color, but I'm going to keep this one as well. So I'm going to keep 18 and I'm going to declutter 12. That's pretty good. That's almost 50%. So I definitely feel good about that for sure. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my declutter series. It really feels so good to get rid of stuff that you aren't using and that, you know, someone else could get some really good use out of it. There's no point in it just sitting on my shelves, not getting any use. Thank you guys so much for sticking along on this journey. I hope you enjoyed it. If you aren't already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and give this a thumbs up if you liked it. It really helps me out a lot when you do that. Okay, I will see you next time. Bye.